Richard, I'm glad you could make it.
No problem, Desmond. Nice office, but what's with the tennis racket?
We're a sporty bunch here at Sky. But let's talk about APAT.
Okay. So, we are nearly at the end of season 3. I think it's gone well.
I do too, Richard. But I think that there are a few things we need to consider for season 4.
Like what exactly?
Well, first there's the chairman's position.
I miss TK.
To be honest, Richard, I see enough of him here. So who could we get to take his place?
What about Scouse?
Much too loud.
Brian Yates.
Too brummy.
I know, Kinboshi.
Didn't he win something once?
That was a long time ago, when no one knew how to play poker.
Okay, Richard, what were your highs and lows from the season?
Well, Desmond, a high would have to be the German photographer, and I didn't feel much lower than when Riders beat me in the buffet queue in Luton. I hate the Welsh sometimes.
Yes, the Welsh, how can they charge you to get into that country? And whilst we are on this subject, Richard, what are we going to do about the Black Country Poker Club for season 4?
They did take over a bit this season, and those jackets the other week.
Richard, can you look at the APA terms and conditions? Let's see if we cannot find a loophole to stop them playing next year.
Good idea. It does not do our reputation any good.
And I have big plans for next year too. Richard, walk with me.
Okay. Wow, Desmond. What is this place?
It's where I like to go when I'm making big plans, Richard. I just love the drama and suspense of it all.
So then, what's your thoughts on season 4?
Richard, I have a dream this afternoon.
So do I, Desmond, but I've already mentioned the German photographer.
I do worry about you sometimes, Richard. Don't forget that I've had to ban Norkage on your updates already, and I have noticed all this flirting with Mrs. Redfern. It's a good job Steve cares more about his poker, otherwise he would be in big trouble.
What can I say, Desmond? The women love me on the forum. But anyway, what about these plans?
I think we need to expand our horizons for next year. I ask you, why do we keep going to the same places? We've done Walsall, Dublin and Edinburgh for the past 3 years. Why do we keep going to Edinburgh?
Well, it's definitely not for the pies, Desmond, I can guarantee that. And they talk funny up there. Did you see G Mac and Sir Percival with those skirts on the other day? What was that all about?
I know, Richard, we need to think more cosmopolitan.
And some decent weather.
That's a good point. I was thinking the south of France or Portugal maybe. What do you think?
Germany would be good, any time of the year.
Richard, stay focused. I also think we should increase our variations of poker for next year.
Good idea. The Omaha and Horse events have been a success, even if everybody ate 2 years while Stan Brute and John M.W. played heads up at dusk till dawn.
I saw a good poker game in Dublin. They were all dealt 2 cards, but it did not matter what those cards were, they would shove their chips into the pot anyway. It was crazy.
Desmond, have you thought about us running a tighty multi-table tournament? I have loads of ideas, and could guarantee an early finish for us.
Not a bad idea. Would you be able to fix the winner, so we finally had someone good looking taking down one of these events? That would be great for publicity photos.
That could be arranged.
Good work, Richard. Follow me, I have one more place to show you.
So, Desmond, this is the Sky Poker Bar then?
That's right, Richard. Many an hour have I spent here with the Duke, putting the world to rights.
If I'm honest, Desmond, I feel a little uncomfortable.
Really, Richard, why is that? I think you look great in that tracksuit. If we put an APAT logo on it, then it would be perfect.
It's not that, Desmond. It's just that I don't think I have ever seen you this close to a bar before.
Don't worry, Richard, I'm not paying. Perks of the job.
That's okay then.
Are we happy with the forum and moderating team, Richard?
Those moderators do an excellent job, Desmond. We should really think about giving them a pay rise.
That's not a bad idea. I did hear the other day some people saying that they thought Lucky Bugger was a little short.
Desmond, I think they may have been referring to Neil's height.
Oh, my bad. I'm just not down enough with the internet kids.
Anyway, Desmond, what's with the mustache?
Well, Richard, I have been trying to connect more with the guys on the forum, so I looked for a role model that I could copy. Bane looked a popular chap, but I didn't want to go the whole way, so this is a compromise.
Are we done then with the plans for next year?
I think so, Richard. APAT Season 4 is going to be epic.
I agree. Everyone will love the plans. Oh, one more thing, Desmond. When are you going to announce it all?
Soon, Richard, we'll announce it soon.